In today's world, different ideologies have shaped our society, politics, and our vision for the future. From liberalism to conservatism, from socialism to nationalism, every ideology tries to explain the world and guide our actions. Ideology is a set of conceptual systems containing a wide range of beliefs that define the views of individuals or groups on how politics, economy, and society should operate. They not only affect lawmaking and policy decisions, but also deeply affect individual values and behaviors that understand how they are formed and how they continue to affect our world. Let's embark on a journey through the evolution of thought across centuries, exploring how the pursuit of knowledge and truth has been shaped by philosophy's most transformative eras. In the medieval era, the landscape of thought was dominated by dogmatism. Here, the authority of the church was unquestioned, and knowledge was often confined within the bounds of religious doctrine. Truth was seen as absolute, dictated by divine insight, leaving little room for personal interpretation or scientific inquiry. Transitioning into the modern era, we witness a profound shift with the rise of secularism, humanism, and individualism during the Enlightenment. This period marked a break from the stringent doctrines of the past, empowering human reason and evidence as the new pillars of knowledge. Thinkers like Descartes and Voltaire championed individual thought, liberating knowledge from the shackles of unquestioned faith and promoting the flourishing of sciences and the arts. The postmodern era further challenges previous norms through relativism, subjectivism, and skepticism. This era criticizes the notion of absolute truths upheld by the Enlightenment, proposing instead that reality is perceived differently based on individual perspectives and cultural contexts. It encourages a multiplicity of viewpoints, acknowledging that knowledge is shaped by social and historical influences. Ernest Gardner, in his insightful analysis in Postmodernism, Reason and Religion, identifies three pivotal orientations shaping our modern intellectual landscape: Enlightenment rationalism, which continues to valorize reason and empirical data as the foundation of knowledge. Postmodernism sees knowledge as fragmented and constructed, while religion offers a moral framework that enriches our grasp of truth. Together, they highlight diverse approaches to understanding the world's complexities. In 2018, Vienna pulsates with the essence of modernism, a movement rooted in the groundbreaking contributions of Gustav Klimt, Otto Wagner, and Egon Schiele, who passed away a century ago. Their legacies, steeped in masterpieces of art, architecture, and design, define an era now known as Viennese modernism. As I explore this vibrant cityscape, I unravel the tapestry of innovation woven at the turn of the century. Vienna, a bustling hub of cultures, nurtured an intellectual renaissance, solidifying its status as a beacon of thought and culture in Europe. Here, avant-garde artists shattered traditional norms, birthing a new aesthetic Viennese modernism. Gustav Klimt's mesmerizing portraits and Otto Wagner's architectural marvels exemplify the movement's spirit, while Egon Schiele's defiance of convention cements his status as an icon of expressionist art. Otto Wagner's visionary urban planning shaped Vienna's skyline, leaving an indelible mark on the cityscape. Today, as Vienna commemorates this pivotal period, special exhibitions beckon, inviting all to join in celebrating the enduring legacy of Viennese modernism. Postmodernism dawned precisely at 3 p.m. on March 16, 1972. It emerged as a response to what its proponents saw as the failure of modernism. For decades, modernists had strived to build a better world guided by science and universal truths, advocating for simplicity with the mantra "less is more." However, postmodernists found this approach stifling. They championed the idea of embracing multiple references to form individual, subjective conclusions. Take Picasso, for instance. While hailed for his groundbreaking masterpieces, postmodernists saw his adherence to predetermined artistic principles as limiting. Instead, they celebrated methods like collage, chance, anarchy, and repetition, finding them infinitely more compelling. Postmodernists sought to challenge audiences, prompting them to question norms and conventions. This ethos extended to architecture, as seen in the eclectic Las Vegas Strip, a riotous blend of styles, cultures, and whimsical collage. Despite its influence, postmodernism faced criticism for its perceived unnecessary ornamentation, reliance on recycling the past, and occasional absurdity. The rise of mass media fueled postmodernism's ascent, facilitating unprecedented interconnectedness. Many viewed postmodernism as liberating, granting creative expression a dynamic, albeit unsettling, voice. From cinema to performance art, the movement continues to perplex, surprise, and delight. Politically, philosophically, and creatively, postmodernism has left an indelible mark, prodding society to question the status quo and reimagine the world anew. So, if you're planning something postmodern, brace yourself for a journey into the unexpected. Metamodernism, a cultural movement emerging in the late 20th and early 21st centuries, responds to postmodernism's perceived shortcomings. It seeks to reintroduce sincerity and hope while balancing postmodern cynicism. Metamodernism engages with art, culture, and politics, embracing complexity while promoting creativity. Key scholars like Timotheus Vermeulen and Robin van den Akker coined the term metamodernism in 2010. They explore how modernist and postmodernist tendencies alternate, advocating for a new cultural paradigm. In art, filmmakers like Wes Anderson and Spike Jonze exemplify metamodernist principles, blending sincerity and irony. In literature, authors such as Jonathan Franzen and Zadie Smith navigate modern complexities with a mix of sarcasm and authenticity. Comparing modernism and postmodernism, modernism, emerging in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, celebrated progress and autonomy, rejecting conventional norms. Postmodernism, rising in the mid-20th century, critiqued grand narratives, questioning ideas of progress and truth, knowledge and truth. Modernism emphasized objectivity and reason, believing in universal truths attainable through science. Postmodernism challenged the idea of objective reality, viewing knowledge as socially constructed, influenced by power dynamics, art and culture. Modernism cherished creativity and uniqueness, exploring abstraction and inner consciousness. Postmodernism embraced irony and pastiche, rejecting artistic genius and blending high and low culture. Identity and subjectivity. Modernism delved into themes of alienation and individualism, reflecting on fractured identities in a changing world. Postmodernism embraced fluidity and plurality, challenging fixed identity categories and emphasizing the complexity of social identities. Because relativism rejects universal principles and objective truth, it poses serious problems in philosophy, ethics, and culture. The following is a synopsis of its main implications. Epistemological challenge. Relativism casts doubt on accepted notions of knowledge and truth by arguing that reality is subjective. This calls into question our comprehension of the objective world and the rationale behind our beliefs. Moral and ethical challenge. The idea of moral absolutes is contested by moral relativism, which contends that moral standards are culturally contingent. It also raises issues regarding how to resolve moral disagreements amongst different cultural groups. Cultural and social challenge. Relativism challenges ideas of cultural superiority and encourages tolerance for variety by claiming that cultural norms are unique to particular civilizations or historical periods. Political and legal challenge. In the lack of objective standards, relativism challenges the basis of both political authority and legal rules. In a postmodern world full of uncertainty and multiple values, tradition and religion provide stability and continuity. These cultural heritage and belief systems provide us with time-tested wisdom and guidance to help us find a direction in the face of moral and spiritual dilemmas. For example, Buddhism teaches us how to achieve inner peace through meditation and mindfulness. Christianity emphasizes the power of love and forgiveness to promote community reconciliation and personal growth, while Islam emphasizes the importance of self-discipline and community through daily prayer and fasting. Every tradition is not only a reflection of faith, but also a tool to deal with modern challenges. Ideology and religious beliefs are not just abstract concepts. They are rooted in our daily life and shape our world outlook and interpersonal relationships. They affect our policy choices, guide our social interaction, and even affect our personal decisions. Through in-depth understanding of these belief systems, we can not only better understand ourselves, but also better respect and appreciate the unique perspectives of different cultures. This understanding is indispensable in a globalized world, that it helps us build a more harmonious society so that different voices and perspectives can be heard and understood. This is our common responsibility and our common hope.